Hello and welcome. Swedish-born Maud Adams is the only actress to have appeared in 3 James Bond films. The Man with the Golden Gun, then Octopussy in 1983, and 2 years later she was visiting the set of A View to a Kill and was invited to appear as an extra in a crowd scene. Now, originally a model, Maud was discovered by French actress Leslie Caron, who saw her in a Clairol commercial. Her movies have included Rollerball, Tattoo, The Women's Club, and the saucy British comedy adventure Jane and the Lost City. It was based on a very famous London Daily Mirror World War II comic strip called simply Jane, with a heroine who had a habit of frequently and mostly accidentally losing her clothes at crucial moments, played in the film by young British actress Kirsten Hughes. Maud played the wicked Nazi spy Lola Pagola.
You get to play, by the look of it, and I've seen only the 5-minute production trailer, a wonderfully wicked character. Is that right?
Yeah, I play Lola Pagola, who is sort of Hitler's most deadly enemy, and Jane in Jane and the Lost, in the Adventures of Jane, is apparently always pitched against Lola Pagola. I wasn't familiar with a cartoon series until I did this film, and she's a wonderful, fun kind of villainous character to play.
Yeah. What sort of really disastrous things does she get up to?
Well, in this particular film, they're hopefully making more of them. There's some diamonds in Africa that the Germans are trying to get a hold of, and the British want also in order to help with the war effort. And so Lola Pagola is there trying to get them, and then finds out the British are there, and it becomes sort of a battle of good versus evil. It's a very simple plot, but we'll hopefully, and I think so, it has a tremendous amount of humor in it, and fun, light-hearted comedy.
It was shot in Mauritius, I think.
Mauritius.
Right. Was that an easy shoot for you? I mean, Mauritius is not exactly sort of the centre of town.
No. It's far away, but it's absolutely a beautiful island. I couldn't think of a better location because we had, well, the days I wasn't working, I felt like I was on vacation. I was living on a beach and beautiful sunsets. Lovely, really nice.
Yeah, it sounds good, actually.
Yeah.
Terrible place to work. How long? The last Bond film you did was what? 3 years ago?
Yes, it's actually it's more than that. It's 4 years ago.
4 years ago, right? Was there any sort of particular interest to have you come back again now with a new Bond to come in?
No, none at all. And I'm surprised that I actually did fit 2 of them.
2, it's unusual.
I think that's unusual, and I don't think I'll ever be asked to do another one.
Right.
It'd be too much of a repetition.
What about other films recently, like going back, say, over the last 18 months or so?
Okay, I've done 4. I just mentioned the last 3 ones. I'm working right now on something called Mirror Mirror here in France, in Lyon. It's a Robert Halmi, H-A-L-M-I production.
Yes.
That is sort of a psychological thriller.
And who else is in the cast of that one?
Scott Renver, another American actor, who played on Broadway. He played Equus, the young man.
Yes, of course.
And of course, I have Jane in the Lost City, and I also have here in Cannes selling The Women's Club, which I'm working opposite Michael Pare.
And what's the story of that?
The Women's Club is also another comedy. I seem to be doing a lot of this lately.
Yeah.
That's a story about a woman who runs a club in Beverly Hills, very catering to the very rich and famous women. And we have everything from beauty care to babysitting and dog care and whatever you can think of. And one of the services we provide young men on call. And I, of course, recruit the young men. So I find Michael Pare, who plays this down and out writer in Hollywood. I pick him up in a bar, seduce him, and then turn him into my best
stud?
Yes, whatever you want to call him. And that's basic premise of the story. It's actually a very funny, hopefully funny idea, I thought, when we made it.
Yeah. Now, Michael Pare, who else is in it? Yourself?
Michael Pare, and there are some other women playing different parts, different women that he has sort of becomes his clients, yes. But I think he and we are the 2 people that you would know of.
Which is harder to play, comedy or drama?
Personally, I must say I enjoy playing comedy a lot more, but it's much harder because you never really know what you have until you see it. You can have a tremendous amount of fun shooting a scene, but not until you see it cut together do you know if it really is working.
And it's in the context of the
Yes, when you're doing drama, you more or less sort of know where you are, I think, all the time.
Where are you basing yourself now?
I live in Los Angeles.
Yeah. Is that easier now for you? I mean, work terms, access to scripts and that sort of thing?
Well, I guess originally that's where I went because I wanted to work and I felt it was the center for the business. But I seem to be working quite a bit, certainly lately.
Well, if you've got 4 films up.
Yes,
yeah.
I know the business in England is not that good at the moment.
Because when were you before? When she was living...
I'm Swedish,
Yeah, I
born
know
in
you're
Sweden.
Swedish,
I've lived in Paris for a while. I lived in New York after that.
Yeah.
Moved from New York to LA.
Actually, that's where I thought that you... I assumed, rather,
Yes.
that you were still in New York.
No, I've been in LA for a while.
You're not missing the excitement of New York at all? In the
Not
theatre and-
really. I get there often enough to enjoy what it has to offer in that regard, and I have a need for some room around me, and there's not enough of it in New York.
There's certainly plenty out there.
Starring Sam Jones as the unbeatable Jack,
Well, folks, I think we're in trouble.
Maude Adams as Lola Pagola,
Hands up, all of you!
and Kirsten Hughes as the ever-resourceful Jane, in the smashing adventure epic that doesn't take itself too seriously. Jane and the Lost City.
Maude turns 81 this year. Now, during 1945, the King Features newspaper syndicate attempted to distribute the Jane comic strip in the United States. However, apparently the nudity was too much for prudish Americans at the time, and the attempt ended the following year.